Are we ready?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is how this always goes. Welcome to the Slow and Steady Sisterhood, where the race set before you is best run at conversational pace. I'm Nikki.
I'm Shayla.
And I'm Ashley.
And today we are re-recording an episode. I'm just gonna go there.
I wondered if we would. I just put it out there.
Yep.
So are we pretending that this is 2 weeks ago, or are we just pretending it's today?
We could pretend that this is Good Friday because we attempted to record this episode on Good Friday.
It was a good one too.
It was a really good one. It was our best work.
It was.
So I feel like
there's a lesson in here somewhere.
Our listeners are just gonna have to trust us that we were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're gonna learn today that we are amazing.
And if they don't like it as much, if they're like today, that was it was better last time.
Yeah,
it was.
We had some sound issues, and we are
true.
re-recording, and that's what we're today. What is our topic? Highs, lows, and buffaloes.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley, explain what those things are, please.
So high, low, buffalo is kind of an opener. So high is what's your high recently of something that went well, something good, something felt good. Low, obviously, what's your low, something recently, and then a buffalo is just some random thing that's been on your mind or that you find interesting or just there, just a random buffalo. So my high, I had been running pretty short distances, and I think it was like a 4 miler. I was trying to get to 7, and my foot just hurt. And a couple of years back, I had to take a break from distance running, and was focusing on 5Ks because it was just so much pain that I couldn't get the longer runs, and really thought that my running career was kind of coming to an end. But I was able to do some shoe switching and found a shoe that's worked for me. So I thought, oh gosh, here we go again. Like, my good shoe is no longer going to be a good shoe, and I'm not going to be able to run again. But just randomly did a run on Easter Sunday morning and got a half marathon in. That felt really good. So that worry is gone. But I had to go back to my Old Faithful shoes, which are probably way overdue for being running, but they're gonna keep rocking for a while.
Staying in rotation.
Yep. So that was my low.
Did you just buy a new pair of those shoes?
I did, and that was the crazy thing. I bought, these were the blue ones. I bought another blue pair, darker blue pair, and those didn't feel great. So I was like, okay, back to the old blue ones. So then I was like, okay, let me try again, and I bought like a sand colored pair. I'm like, nope. So back to the light blue Old Faithfuls. Same exact brand, same exact style,
same model and everything.
Same model, everything.
I told her to order a pair in the same exact color because, like, sometimes the fabric, like the different color fabric, might have that much of a difference, you know.
Mm-hmm. And those I think were a seasonal special, so that might be the problem.
Boo.
You could probably find them on Goat.
On what?
It's a shoe resale place where people buy shoes and then resell them.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, it's kind of an off weird brand.
You can buy like classic Jordans on there. People will, like, when they're released, they purchase them off the website, and then once they're all sold out, they sell them for like $7,000.
Wow. See, these are called Fluxes, Flux, and they're just like an off-brand. They're like marketed as zero gravity earth shoe type thing, kind of like Ultra, but even more.
Yeah,
flat.
like there's zero drop.
So
I can
nice,
never do
very wide toe
box. So yeah, so that was my low, and that got me into my high of, I did the half marathon for free. I'm still looking at medals because even though it wasn't a race, like, I still want a medal because medals, love them. And my buffalo.
Can I say something about that right now?
What?
I am one of those people that if you're like, hey, we should do this race, I'm like, what does the finisher medal look like?
Yeah. What's the swag?
Wow.
If the swag is terrible,
do I get a t-shirt and a finisher medal?
Right. If the swag's terrible, I don't know if I'm worth it.
Okay.
If it's worth it.
Sorry.
You're good. So Buffalo.
Hold on. We have to talk about the
we're
Corridor
gonna be scattered
to Capital.
today.
Yes,
Hold on, friends. It's gonna be fun.
Corridor to Capital Challenge. We have to come back to it just because the swag made me
the
think
swag
of it.
is
Yes.
baller on the Corridor to Capital Challenge.
Corridor to Capital Challenge. Write it down.
We'll just make that my Buffalo. All right, let's talk about the Corridor Challenge. The Corridor Challenge is the brand new Cedar Rapids Marathon. It's got a bunch of different levels in it, but if you sign up for that and complete it, you get a coin. And if you sign up for the IMT in Des Moines, you get where the coin goes into the medal. And it sits perfectly. So if you do both and you sign up for the Corridor Challenge, you get this like awesome swag coin.
Yeah.
Medal back.
Do the full?
Nope. Any combination of distances.
I can't do the IMT. We always have our conference coaches volleyball that weekend, but
lame.
We'll bring the medal with the coin in it in October.
I'll show
but
you
the
guys.
one year I did do the IMT relay, we did the relay, and the medals had the little spinny thing.
Yeah.
on it. It
That
was like
was
a fidget spinner.
I was so mad. That was the first big race I had to drop out of, and I love spinning fidget things, and I was so upset.
It was like
So upset.
the best.
Yeah.
Coolest.
Our medals hang like on our hallway wall going up to our bedroom, and Ashley's always like, do you ever just walk by and like play with the spinny one? And I'm like, no, I forget, actually.
I stop frequently and just sit there and spin it.
Funny. Okay. I like it.
All right.
So we signed up for the IMT today because today was the last day to sign up and get the dual enrollment, whatever, the challenge. So we're in for 3 more marathons this year. Well, in the next year, I guess.
Oof.
In the next year.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, Hilo Buffalo.
All right, go for it.
Go for it, Shayla.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
So, oh gosh, what was my high last time? I think my high last time was that I had run a half marathon on a Sunday and it didn't hurt too terribly bad. And I ran a half marathon yesterday and it didn't feel too terribly bad, so that was good. A low.
We're really selling this running thing. It didn't kill me.
Every run is an adventure.
I didn't die. I ran a race and I didn't die.
That's the whole goal.
We can get into why that is.
Right.
We all have our reasons why that is.
It's too much pressure, then I just don't even want to do it. But what's a low? There was a run that we did, I think it might have been Easter Sunday morning, I don't remember, just where my neck started to really bother me. And like if I'm not planful in how I run early on, then my neck will tense up and then it just travels down my spine and like slowly gets more painful. So having to tighten that up. But yesterday it wasn't terrible. It would have been fine if it wasn't cold yesterday. Every year Drake is cold, but that could be the low too.
The wind was exceptional yesterday.
Yes,
though.
the wind was terrible. My low is the wind yesterday during the Drake Road races. It was miserable. And my Buffalo remains what my running style, like attire, will be this year. I don't know.
What was it last year? What was your running attire last year?
Last year was like volleyball shorts and t-shirts.
Wasn't it like that shirt?
Towards the end of the season, it was like this. Just slap the microphone. We need outtakes. Anyhow, yes, it was this in the basketball or volleyball shorts. So.
And you wear a water pack, right?
Yeah, for longer runs. I wanted to try one of the vests, like that you have the bottles that go right here and like the longer spouts. Because the one I have is like a backpack style, and so the way it fits, it just kind of pulls funny on my.
Yeah, mine's a backpack too. Some of the races they don't let you wear them, so you can't wear a backpack for the New York Marathon.
Oh.
You can't. There's just rules about what you can wear and what size it can be and all of that. And I don't know if that rule changed after the Boston bombing or
right. I was going to say that for
they've
security.
always had that, but it's a security thing.
Yeah.
So they take them from you when you walk through security to go to the starting village.
Oh wow.
Every race has its own like unique little rules.
It's interesting because then you go to other races and everybody had a water bottle backpack at the every women's marathon.
Oh my gosh, yes, everyone.
Everyone had those bladder backpacks.
And everybody wore skirts. That was the fanciest run I've ever seen.
I don't understand how you wear. Well, maybe some people's thighs don't rub together, but mine do, and I would chafe terribly if I wore skirts like some of them were wearing.
Most of them are like the runner skirts things or whatever you call them.
But they got to be long enough to touch all of the parts of my leg that will rub the other leg.
Yes.
I said something to Ashley yesterday because I saw several girls who wear like, they have like a bikini liner, but then they're shorts, but it looks like a skirt. And I don't know how to explain them. I'm going to have to find a picture and bring it up, but they just look so flowy and uncomfortable. Like, and you always see a butt cheek.
Look chafy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It looked very uncomfortable. There was also someone yesterday running in like a bikini essentially. And I'm like,
had to have been an elite 5K-er. They were so fast.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. We started at the back of the half marathon and 10K people, and we got passed by 5K people that started like 10 minutes after us. We were like, oh. All right, high-low Buffalo. Sorry, we're gonna focus.
So my high would probably be a few weeks ago. So right after spring break, I ended up with influenza. That's not the high.
Thank you for clarifying.
But took several days off running, and then I forced myself to go out for a Sunday run. I did not want to go. I talked myself out of it like 4 or 5 times, and then finally I got dressed, and I didn't get dressed. I got my running clothes out and I set them on this little chair in my room, and then I opened the door and let the dog come in. And then he saw the bra I was going to put on, and he got all excited and did his little butt wiggle thing, and then went and found his leash and brought it to me so that I had to go, because I can't say no to him because he's so sweet and perfect. And it was just supposed to be a long, slow run, 6 miles. And the first mile felt it's just super easy. And I was like, I'm looking at my watch. I was going, that was like 45 seconds faster than my long run pace, and I don't feel tired at all. And I'm thinking, well, I think I can negative split these, which means I run faster every single mile. And I did, and I negative split them. I almost killed the dog because it was a lot warmer than I thought it was going to be, and I was very overdressed.
Yep.
Very overdressed.
Ooh, rough.
Well, it was supposed to be 30-mile-an-hour winds, and so I had a hat on, and of course I had long sleeves and pants, and you always say that I'm the coldest runner ever.
Yes.
I wear way too many clothes. But it just felt amazing. I felt super fast, which means instead of being slow AF, I was just slow.
I like it.
Yep.
But even my last mile home, I walked the first half mile to try to get the dog revived. And then we just jogged slow, was still faster than my long run pace had ever been in my last marathon training cycle. So it just felt really good. And it was a testament to, I think, the amount of miles I put in over the last few years. So that's probably a high for me. I'll remember that every time a run hurts. Like, maybe I'll get to that. Maybe I'll feel like that again.
There.
I have a new low.
Oh, yes.
So Wednesday, I was at the gym and at Orange Theory. And so I started on the treadmill, and it was, you do your 5-minute warm up, and then there was an 8.5-minute block where we did this 8.5-minute where they would call out, what we had to do. And then there was a 3.5-minute power block where we did, all outs, where we had to sprint for 60 seconds with 30 seconds recovery, sprint for 45 seconds with 30 seconds recovery, sprint for 30 seconds. Then we had to jump off and immediately go to the weight floor, and we did an 8.5-minute weight block. And then we had to jump on the rower, the big rowers, and we had to do that same sprint block that we did on the treadmill, but we had to do it on the rower. So we had to all out row, and rowing is hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, it's really hot in here. Then I had to jump back on the treadmill, and I had a full-blown hot flash.
Oh no.
And I felt like there was liquid fire going down my spine, and it was penetrating out, and I sweat anyway, but I'm sweating, and I'm running, and I'm at like 6.5 on the treadmill, and I went down to 3.5, and I'm walking, and I blacked out. I'm like holding on, not really blacked out.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like getting lightheaded. I'm holding on, and and the girl next to me who's like 29, she's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like,
Fine.
having a hot flash. I think I'm having a hot flash. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm just like, and so we had to do this 8.5-minute treadmill block, and I'm just trying to get through it and not die.
Kudos to you, because I would have been like, where's the ice bath? I'm out.
Right, we're done here.
And then I get off and I have to jump into another 8.5-minute lifting block where it was a deadlift, and then we had to go down on the floor for something, then we had to get back up for something, and then down on the floor for something, and so it was up and down. And I'm sitting on the bench afterwards, and I'm talking to the manager. I was like, 0 out of 10, do not recommend. I had a hot flash on the treadmill, and then another girl comes in. We all usually work out in the early morning class, and we worked out at 4:30. p.m. And we were all in there, and she's like, "What is wrong with you? Why are you still sweating? That class got over 10 minutes ago." And I'm like, "I had a hot flash."
A woman of a certain age.
And so I had to get in, and I'm not really old enough, but I'm old enough, I guess. Clearly, I'm old enough.
Oh yeah.
And so I had to turn on my seat coolers and my air conditioner on full blast in the car. And I did not stop sweating for a really long time. It was horrible. That was a low. Very low.
That would
That's
be
rough.
I'd just tap out. I'd be like, we're done here.
I texted my mom. I was like, had a hot flash on the treadmill. She says, "Welcome to the club." Thanks for the sympathy.
Sounds very much like her.
Thanks, Mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was hoping for a, "Oh, I'm so sorry." No.
Nope, not from her.
Nope. Nope. And I would say Buffalo for me is, I feel like every race that I run, I have to put my hair in Afro puff balls. Like 2 of them right here. And I don't know why. I just, race morning, I just get up and do it. And then I'm like, oh, I got puff balls again.
Well, yeah.
Last year was bubble braids for you. What'd you do on Sunday?
I did like a bubble braid back this way.
Okay,
It was Saturday.
Saturday.
Remember we
yes.
had this whole
It is
debate
Sunday.
on
Yeah.
when Drake usually is.
It was Saturday last year for the first time, and they had such positive feedback that they keep it on Saturday.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, and Ashley was
I
like,
like
it did
Saturday
used to be
races.
Sunday because we used to have to fight with the church traffic
Yeah, there's that
at
church
a
right
couple of
there.
the different churches there in town. But-
Yeah. I like Saturday races.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I feel like you need Sunday to recover.
I also feel like Saturday races should have
A whole party afterwards.
yes.
A
Yeah, I don't,
huge
you know,
party.
like the
Let's
Drake
hang out.
race is beautiful, but the after party for Drake, it leaves
There
a lot to
isn't
be
an after
desired.
party.
Way down.
Yeah.
There's not an
way
after
down.
party. They want you
There's
to get
a
out
get
of there.
out party.
They're like, get out, grab your banana, grab a cookie, go.
A
Right.
hard cookie. I was disappointed. The swag's cool. Running through the track is way cool. The energy is always really good, but that end is
Yeah,
just always
there's
leaves
just
a little
not an after
something to
party.
be desired. They have a really big opportunity to have
Right. Like it's a whole college
and
town.
hang out. and-
Yeah.
So that leads to a question: best race after parties.
Oh gosh.
I always look forward to the Bix's after party because
Yeah.
it's always been super hype. But every year we go, it's so packed that my anxiety gets to me and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go now.
If you were much slower like I am, it's not quite as crowded when I get there.
But is the energy any good?
It's fine.
So
They're always out of
Chick-fil-A is
they're
gone by
always
that
out of
point.
Chick-fil-A.
yeah,
They're always
I
out of
don't-
Chick-fil-A.
If you were gonna go there.
I don't mind the IMT after party coming back to the park there and just kind of hanging out and seeing
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, I like the IMT's after party. Nubo, the first year I ran it, wasn't terrible.
Mm-hmm.
My disappointment at Nubo is the burritos that they give out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed. But
Can we
okay,
just
so
get everybody to switch to donuts?
I also like the Every Woman's Marathon
That one was good.
After
that
party.
was probably the best one.
where they like stretched you and rubbed your feet.
Yeah, they just didn't have good enough food.
Yeah.
Although they did give out full bags of chips.
Mm-hmm.
They did do that. I remember that. We
I
ate
didn't
them on
get
the way
one
home.
though. I was so tired. I was crying too. And I crossed the finish line and I was like, where's my mom?
Where are my
That's a rough
cooling
one for you.
towels?
I know. I would tell you
Oh, man.
the best after parties that I've had was Capital City Half Marathon in Columbus.
You have said that before.
Capital City Half Marathon in Columbus was insane.
When is
And-
that one?
It's next weekend.
Okay.
It's a race that everyone should do. They have a 5K, they have a quarter marathon, and they have a half marathon.
We'll have to put it on the blog for next year.
Yeah.
It's a race that everyone should do. Black Girls Run's going back to it this year, and I think they're going to go back to it in 2027. But the courtyard, they had, on the stage, they had bands playing. There was tacos and pizza and margaritas and champagne and beer. And then they had a non-alcoholic, beer station.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
Yay,
which I think is-
inclusion.
and then it was the same way, Tampa was the same way, the Gasparilla Distance Series in February. They also had, they had a really awesome expo too. But the after party there, they had non-alcoholic beer. They had alcoholic beer. They had
That's awesome.
so many runners are sober.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So many
Yeah.
people that I run into that are running and they're doing races and they're sober. And so to be able to include that, I think is super important.
Agreed.
I am not sober, so I don't like beer though. I don't like beer,
Right,
though.
yeah, like what
So,
you like to drink, they don't serve after.
although I will chug a beer afterwards because it's salty. There's a salty,
That's fair.
depending on the beer.
Just pour salt into it.
I could do that.
Don't we know somebody that does that, right?
Pour
What?
salt in their beer.
Pour salt in their beer.
Yes.
I don't like beer,
I think
but
so.
I don't know.
I
sweet.
know somebody puts a pickle in it every time.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay. Yes.
but that's why I loved Columbus because they had the margaritas, they had champagne, they had mimosas.
Okay. So that works for you.
Yeah.
We were running Drake yesterday, and we stayed together the whole race. And there was a guy that had like cans of Busch Light that he was handing out, and I said something about like yum, and he was like, "Come on, you want it?" And I was like, "I wish." And he was like, "Take it for later." And I was like, "It's been 3.5 years." And he was like, "Ha ha ha." Like I didn't really have an answer.
Didn't at
I was
all.
like, "It's fine, guy."
Yeah.
But like to automatically assume that someone drinks, and this is not running related at all, but like, think of it in terms of like hard drugs. You don't just assume that someone does crack. Why do we assume that someone drinks? Like, it's really extreme, but honestly,
It is.
what?
I always
Just saying.
I always associate crack with like food addiction, right? So if I'm addicted to food, you have to eat food to live. And so it would be like a crackhead, someone who's recovering from a hard drug like that, be like, you just have to take one hit a day.
That's all.
Like that's it. You have to do
one.
it to live, but so it is, people, alcohol in our society is just normal and common. And, but what I have realized is that this new generation, are they called Gen Z?
Is that what this is? I don't
Gen
know.
Z. I think they're Gen Z.
We're not part of it. What are we, millennials?
I don't know.
I think we're tweeners. I'm a tweener,
Tweener. All right, go ahead and continue talking and look this up.
but they don't drink as much.
No.
And so alcohol sales in amongst that age group is really down. So
Sober is the cool thing.
yeah, it is really cool. I think that's that full circle where people realize that being sober for some people is really hard, but for other people it's just their choice that they never have drank. But it's just really cool.
I agree.
Absolutely.
All right, switching gears. Runner's high was where we were going to go
runner's
with our
high.
high-low
We'll chat about
buffalo,
that a little
right?
bit. Yep. So runner's high.
Doesn't
Last
exist.
time we talked, we Googled it actually last time, and it was just where you kind of reach this flow state in your run, and everything just feels kind of good, and you're just like content and happy. And the miles might be a little bit faster, but the lactic acid is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and your body's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and you feel great. And for me, it's like oftentimes around mile 5, 6 area, and I'm just like chilling. And I noticed during Drake this weekend that,
Yesterday.
yep, everything's a blur.
Blessed day.
Yeah. It was like mile 7, 8, 9, 10. I was just like super happy, and I was just like, hi, hey, pump the beats, let's do this. And I changed to worship music, and I was like, oh, look, that cute dog, I love your dog, how you doing, what's up? And I'm just wanting to talk to everybody and just giddy.
I don't think you get that from running. I think you get that from puppies.
Maybe. And other positive people.
You might be onto something.
That's very
For
possible.
Ashley, it's puppy high.
It's puppy high. It might
There
be
were
puppy
so
high.
many puppies yesterday.
There were so many.
There was a
running
French
puppies.
bulldog in a backpack, and I was like, "You're actually." the
Can we
cutest
just
you've
talk
ever
about
seen."
for a couple minutes that Ashley ran a half marathon yesterday and then played in a tackle football game
Certified
and
insane. Certified insane.
walked in here today?
Certified insane. It's fine.
I would say certified awesome,
Maybe
not
that too.
insane. And how's your body feeling?
A little sore, a little tender, but not terrible.
So can we ask you how old you are, Ashley? Have we talked about how old you are on this podcast?
I think we did. in the
No,
first
you
episode.
two talked about it, and I just didn't ever say anything. I am.
Okay.
How old am I? I am 35.
35 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You ran a half marathon. You play tackle football. Like, I could have been like, she played a football game, and people would have been like,
Probably would have
oh,
assumed like flag football or like backyard.
or Madden.
Oh.
Remote control.
But a tackle football game. And how is your body feeling?
Not bad. My legs are like, they don't feel any worse than they normally do after a half. My shoulders are a little bit more sore than they would be, but overall.
Because you hit people.
Yeah.
And you won.
Yes.
I'm super impressed.
Yeah. Cedar Rapids 0-2.
I can't
2-0.
even think about playing in a tackle football game at my age. I saw a thing the day I had my hot flash. I got home and there was a thing on Facebook that said I was just minding my own business, and all of a sudden I was the age of old people.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not old, but but we talked about this in our first episode. Everything I do is quantified by, can I work on Monday? I can't imagine playing a football game and being able to work on Monday.
We do it.
They, not we.
Well,
We.
Shayla and I do not.
We do not.
We do not do it.
you support. All right. What's runner's high for you like?
Well, what is the science behind it that you deny? You say it doesn't exist.
I say it doesn't exist because I've never had it, but
Okay, fair.
I was just being that way.
I mean, runner's high for me is just kind of where, like, I don't know, everything is clicking along. Like I don't know. Flow state is a good way to describe it, I guess.
I'm gonna read it. A runner's high is a transient state of euphoria, reduced anxiety, and lowered pain perception, often felt during or after prolonged moderate to high intensity exercise. Driven by endocannabinoids. I practiced that word. No, I didn't. Not endorphins. So it's not endorphins.
Okay.
Rather than opiates, this natural cannabis-like chemical release can create feelings of bliss and calm that last from minutes to hours.
Yeah. So that combined with puppy love is just bliss.
The science. Recent research points to endocannabinoids, particularly, I can't say all these words, and I should have practiced this before we got on here. Anandamide, which are produced by the body and bind to cannabinoid receptors in the brain, producing feelings of relaxation and euphoria. How to trigger it. Should we talk about how to trigger it?
Let's do it.
See what this is what the Google says. How to trigger it. Duration, run for at least 30 to 60 minutes.
Okay.
As many stop just before the chemical wave hits. I've run for more than 60 minutes, so that's false. The Google doesn't know what it's talking about. Intensity, maintain moderate to high intensity. That might be my problem. But avoid excessive strain that causes severe distress or high cortisol, which can kill the feeling.
I can see where, like, keeping it at moderate to high would be important, because it is a little bit of level of, like, dissociation, you know? So that would make sense.
Regularly engaging cardiovascular activity. I can't read today. Regularly engaging in cardiovascular activity improves the chances of experiencing it. So I thought maybe, after last time, when we, on our practice episode of this, that maybe people who do the run, walk, run method don't experience it as much. And so I put on the Jeff Galloway Facebook group, the Just Jeffing It group, podcast question. Do you ever get runner's high? Explain it. All these people responded to runner's high, and I was like, maybe it's just me.
So it's not the interval method.
Euphoria,
that's not
amazing. The reason I keep running, all of these things.
Okay.
Someday, maybe.
Well, and you talked about how maybe last time, maybe you experienced it when you were crossing the bridge in the New York Marathon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
I experienced near, like, death.
Oh.
Where I stood there and
But
I
not
thought
euphoria?
to myself, I came very close to God
Yeah.
crossing the bridge.
Okay.
Where I thought, if I'm ready. If it's my time, I'm ready. The Queensboro Bridge.
Yeah.
If it's my time, I'm ready. And then you come off the bridge. Maybe this is when I tell you come off the bridge and people are like, don't run when you come off the bridge. Don't sprint. Because you start hearing this roar. It wraps around and you start hearing, there's no sound on the bridge other than heavy breathing and footsteps.
Okay.
Because there's no crowd on the bridges.
Yeah.
And so you come around, it goes across, it's like 7-mile long bridge, maybe 1.5 miles. And it wraps around and you hear like this roar, you start hearing this low rumble. And then as you wrap around and you come onto First Avenue in Manhattan and it's crowd noise.
Yeah.
And by the time I get there, they're all completely wasted because it's bars and people are drinking and offering you shots of everything.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's only mile 18. But it's really cool. Like, there was a lot of really cool moments where, and that's what I talked about crowd support before.
Oh, okay.
Where it's really, really hard and you have all these people cheering you on. And I can't quit because they're watching.
Right.
They're cheering and they think that this is the coolest thing ever. And people are calling you a superhero going 17-minute miles. I mean,
Yeah.
at 17-minute miles, I'm a superhero to them.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
There was a sign yesterday that is probably my favorite sign I've ever seen, and it was, "Have you tried therapy? No, seriously, I'm a therapist. Call me."
Right.
I was like, that
Yes.
is great. That is a fantastic sign. Really good.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was good.
Okay, runner's high for you.
I think it really hits me like mile, I don't know, 6 in any kind of run, really. Through a marathon is through probably like mile 18 is when everything starts to hurt and the wheels really start to fall off. But yeah, I just kind of get in the zone. That is the point in the race where like I'm not super into like the crowd participation, but running for me has just always been like a bit different of like a journey. Like I don't need a crowd. I don't need a crowd there to motivate me. I need to sign up for the race to motivate me to like train for it, but that's not really where my motivation comes from, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
You always say like you feel like on almost any given day you can get up and just run a half marathon.
mm-hmm.
No training,
Yeah.
just gonna go.
I'm pretty confident
like pretty
in
much
that.
can. It's pretty ridiculous.
It just is a distance that I'm comfortable with, like, because if you can train up to like 7 miles, you can run a half marathon.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, there was a young lady yesterday that she was supposed to be in the 5K and missed both the turn for that and the 10K, and she finished the half. Right there with us. It's pretty awesome.
That is going to be the slowest 5K time of her life.
Yes.
And she's going to come across as the 5K.
We were hearing them talk about it, and it was at like mile 10, and the other lady she was running with was like, just pretend that your race starts now.
Right now.
And then someone else was like, you can't be in that terrible of shape if you're just doing it.
Right.
Like,
And she
you
was
were
still
like,
running?
What the heck is happening? Yeah.
She was keeping up with us, and we were doing around 11-minute, 10.5-minute, 11-minute miles.
Yeah.
And we were doing our run for a mile, walk for like about a 10th. And she was right there the whole time.
What was your heart rate? What zone were you in?
I don't know. Oh,
I
it was
in
not.
zone 4.
Yeah, yellow. I was hitting yellow and reds on my zone.
But we were like, we finished an under 11-minute like mile average,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
10:54 is when
My
faster.
finish time, 2:22:22. Love it. Don't
Yeah.
care. It's just beautiful.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
pretty cool.
You should look
That's
up what
amazing.
2 is biblically.
We should. Looking it up.
All right, we have 2s to look up. I have the birth dates of millennials, and we have some runner's high info to look into. So I think that probably wraps us up for today.
We'll hit y'all
right.
back
Yeah.
next time.
All right.
All right. If you want to reach out to us, we have an email address, theslowandsteadysisterhood@gmail.com. theslowandsteadysisterhood@gmail.com. If you have any questions, you want us to talk about certain things, you have any feedback,
You wanna
go
be
ahead
a
and
guest?
shoot us. Oh yeah, you
Ooh,
want to be a
guest
guest on
star.
our show? We'll filter those. No, I'm just kidding.
There will be an application.
There will be an application process. All right. Thanks for listening.
Talk to you guys later. And scene.
We're leaving that part in.
What, scene?
And scene.
Oh my gosh, guys.